This is Mark Bell from SuperTraining.tv, SuperTraining Gym, the strongest gym in the West. Want to give you an update on the contest that we just had here at SuperTraining. The contest did not go the way that I wanted it to go, obviously. I had a little bit of a tumble and a stumble, and it was an amazing stumble nonetheless. The Russian judges only gave it a 4.0, but the SPF judges gave it a 10.0. Go figure. And despite hitting the floor with my body, I still did not break parallel. So there has never been a below parallel squat in the SPF, just for all you haters out there. I just want to thank everybody at SuperTraining. Just kind of give it a general thanks to everybody, because I don't want to leave people out. But I will mention a couple of names. Got Amadeo Taco Truck, the largest Mexican in the world. He's always the guy back spotting on all the videos, and I wanted to thank him for putting in a lot of time and effort with SuperTraining. He's always very supportive of SuperTraining. Guys like Ryan Cove, Austin Baumgarten, Janet Lavelle, Steve Lavelle. Those are the people that are putting time into the lifters in the back, making sure the lifters are getting out there and doing their thing. We had Treston Scholl come over, who's been very busy, and he was able to judge. Got a lot of help from a lot of other guys. Our friend Troy Rose came down. Derek Stockton was a big help. Greg Buffington was a big help at this meet. And as always, Jim McDonald is a big help. Him and his son, Sam McDonald. Sam is the first and only employee of the Slingshot so far, and he's always there taking photos. His pops, Jim McDonald, is always there doing all the videos. He runs SuperTraining.tv, so if you ever see him, you can give him a big hug, because he's responsible for a lot of these videos that go up, and responsible for a lot of the content and the genius writing behind some of the stuff that goes up on SuperTraining.tv. That clearly is not me. I think it's pretty obvious it's not me. But speaking of Jim McD tore it up and decided to jump in the meet last minute and did a 6'11 deadlift. He just did deadlift only. He just decided he wanted to test out the hamstring injury that he's had for a while, and clearly he's over it. So at least it can handle a 6'10 deadlift so far. So hopefully he can get back to squatting soon. That'll be good to see him back on the platform in full force. Also, big thanks goes out to Kara Weston, who always pours her heart and soul into all these meets and deals with a lot of bullshit trying to put these meets together. So people in the gym, people around the country that are doing these meets, make sure you thank her for putting in the time and effort. Things don't just magically happen at these meets. They happen because people care, and she's one of the people that really cares. She's one of the people that helps organize everything and helps get everybody in the right place at the right time to make sure it all comes together. Like I said, it doesn't happen magically. It's not something that's just going to happen out of nowhere. And we do get good support from SuperTraining as well. A lot of the guys are supportive. We could always use more support in that area, but I do appreciate the help that we are receiving. I also want to thank Tara Getty and Camilo Gutierrez for allowing us to have the meets at Midtown Strength and Conditioning, and that's always been a huge bonus. And speaking of Tara Getty had a good meet. Tara Getty did really well. She got some PRs. I remember when I first met Tara, she could barely deadlift 185. Maybe it was even less than that. But now she's deadlifting meet in and meet out, meet in and meet out. She's deadlifting over 300 pounds nearly every time on the platform. So that's great to see her doing that. She also hit some other PRs, and good job by her. We had Ricky do his first meet. Ricky's a new guy in the gym, and Ricky gave me I should actually go see if I can go get it out of my kitchen. Ricky gave me a wonderful magnet of the Mayan something or other. I don't even know what it is, but it's whatever it is. It's amazing. Anyway, thanks for that, Ricky. That's a wonderful present of sorts. Ricky did a 407 deadlift, a 407 squat, and a 254 bench in his first powerlifting meet ever. That was great to see him get on a platform. He's a guy that's a little bit shy, but I think we've got him to come out of his shell after getting him involved in some of this powerlifting business. Powerlifting can be really great for that, to help kids come out of their shell. kids that aren't super talented in other sports and things like that. As Louis Simmons has said to me before, powerlifting is a sport for the rest of us. And I'd have to agree with that statement. Basically means we're a bunch of talentless hacks. I think it's pretty funny. Mr. Robot Pants did spectacular. 2155 total, 705 pull, 600-pound bench, and an 848 squat. 848 squat was pretty impressive. He basically kind of annihilated that. 705 pull was a good clean lift, and it looked like he left a little bit in the bench press. He just kind of had some uneven lockouts and just a little funkiness on the bench, but I'm confident he'll go mid-sixes next time out. Speaking of benches in the mid-sixes, Juan Leja got a 5-pound PR, long time overdue. 655 bench at 242. Good job on that, Juan. Juan's always working real hard, so it was good to see him come through on that. Big Bird hit his first elite total. And that's big news because Big Bird's been through a lot. He's a guy who's been through the ringer more than once, nearly died a couple times. He's got pictures to prove it. The guy's overcome cancer twice. He'd probably punch me in the throat for saying that out loud because he doesn't like the term cancer survivor. He doesn't like that kind of stuff. He just likes to keep on keeping on, and he realizes that we all got our problems, and some of us internal, some of them external, some of them between here, and he just kind of just realizes that life's about just kind of keep chugging along and set goals, and he set some goals for himself to get an elite total actually a couple years ago and was unable to obtain it, and it was great to see him able to finally nail it down. And after the meet, he said, "Hey, I finally did it." And I said, "Did what?" And he got kind of pissed at me, but he knew I was teasing him, I hope. Big Bird squatted over 7. He pulled or benched over 5 and ended up with a 688 deadlift. Ryan Spencer, always amazing. Amazing hair, amazing body, amazing physique, amazing strength. I mean, the list goes on and on. Of the amazingness of Ryan Spencer. Spence did a 705 squat, which is over 4 times body weight squat. He did a 380 bench, which is a 17 times body weight bench. And he did a 661 pull, which is also a 4 times body weight deadlift. Spencer had a great meet, hit some PRs, and didn't even have the greatest training cycle, so I think there's a lot more left in the tank there. I think he can easily add about another 100 pounds to that total. Some of his training was pretty good going into the meet, but a couple things got a little hitched up. He kept his confidence, though, and that's the key factor, keeping your confidence as you get to that platform. Jesse Burdick, a brother from a different mother, he did an 830 squat, a 595 bench, an 810 pull. Wasn't the day he was looking for, but he still ended up getting a PR total. And to me, that's a sign of a true pro, quote unquote pro. I don't really think there are real pros in this sport yet, unfortunately. But that's a sign of a real pro, being able to get a PR total when the chips are down and things are stacked up against you. And I think he did a great job on that. An 810 pull at the end of a day, end of a long day, is not an easy task. It was his second attempt deadlift. It moved pretty slow, so he decided to scratch it there. I think he was hoping for 840 or 830 or something. But in order to do that, he'll probably need not so much better strength, but better conditioning, and just need to probably toughen up a little bit more mentally as well, because let's face it, it's a long day, it's a long battle, it's a battle of attrition, and your mind gets to a certain point where it just starts to shut down. But great job by him on an 810 pull in a full power meet. I think he got around a 40-pound total PR. Hopefully I'm not leaving anybody out, like I said earlier, to thank. Trying to think of any other knuckleheads, but basically anybody that was there, anybody that was involved, anybody that was helping, I really do appreciate it. We cannot run these meets without help, and we're going to have to sit down and talk out some ways that we can even get more help so the meets can even be more better-ist. A special thanks goes out to Lisa Lindhurst for distracting me in my squat and wearing a sundress and making me nearly blow out both my legs at the same time. You guys all saw it. It was totally unfair, and we're going to have to make sure that doesn't happen again. And that is it from SuperTraining.tv. Later.